Hello YouTube, I'm out once again on another outdoor adventure. If you're a regular viewer to the channel, it's nice to have you back, and if you're a new viewer to the channel, welcome to A Cumbrian Lad Outdoors. Today we're out at Thirlmere and there's two parts to today's adventure. We have been walking for only 5 minutes maybe, and you can see the views over Thirlmere opening up nicely. And we're on our way up to the top of that mountain there. And that summit is Raven Crag, one which I have wild camped before, but as you will see in a second, I do have a guest with me today. And that guest is Dan, the English woodsman. Welcome to the Lake District, mate.
I'm just going to sleep here.
Dan's decided this is far enough, he's going to sleep here. So as you may well have seen already on my channel, myself and Dan, we're kind of teaming up for the reason of Dan's wanting to tag all the Wainwrights, which is kind of my mission as well, although it's been quite long term and I haven't actually got that many ticked off. I think I'm about 62 or 63. That, and we've got some pretty cool winter hot tent camps planned as well. So it's not going to be for every video, but for the foreseeable, you're going to see an awful lot of Dan on the channel. And once again, there will be a link to Dan's channel in the description. Dan's channel, English Woodsman, absolutely brilliant. One of the reasons I got back into wild camping and actually started my own channel. We are both very excited about the upcoming camps that we've got planned together. But for now, we are going to continue on the route up there to summit Raven Crag. We are just and so slightly more than halfway up now. Thirlmere is just down there, just slightly out of shot. You can see we've got the path and the steps, and the summit is just between those trees there. Now Dan has done maybe 5 or 6 Wainwrights before, but this is his first Wainwright since he's actually made his mind up to tick them all off.
Oh, yeah.
Dan's got a bit of a stitch, so at the moment we're just going to sit here, take 10 minutes, let Dan's stitch recover, and then we're just going to blast it out to the summit. I reckon 15-20 minutes, something like that. Once we set off again, I'll see us both at the summit. We'll enjoy the views. Once that's done, then we're going to descend and it's on to part 2 of the video. Now part 2 of the video is another plan that myself and Dan have made together, which is to do some more Bothy stays. And along the shoreline and slightly up along Thirlmere is a hidden secret Bothy. Off the top of my head, I think it's called Armboth or Amboth Bothy. Now it's not an official Mountain Bothies Association, however it is frequently used by walkers, and these room inside on the floor for 2 to 3 people at a push. So in the cars we've got some firewood and we've got all our camping kit with us, including the tent, just in case when we get there there's somebody already using the Bothy. So that is part 2 of the video, which both myself and Dan are looking forward to. So like I say, for now we're just going to have 10 minutes here and then we'll see you at the top of Raven Crag. We're almost there now. Dan's just a little bit behind me, but we are just coming up on the viewing platform at the top. A look at this, guys. Just as beautiful as I remember. And what a cracking view down Thirlmere that is. I'm just going to wait for Dan to catch up a little bit. He's not too far behind. And see what Dan thinks of the views up here. We've just walked down to the area where I camped, and this is some drop. You can see the cars and the car park just down there, but look at that drop. What do you think of Raven Crag, Dan?
Bang on, mate.
Beautiful, isn't it?
Worth the stitch.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Half an hour as well.
Half an hour, yeah. Dan's just said half an hour it's took us to get up here from the car, so that's good going. That Dan was just talking on his channel, one of his sayings is be that person, which is along the lines of my saying, if I can do it, anyone can do it. And one of the reasons both myself and Dan do the YouTube is to try and inspire others to get outdoors. You know, anyone can sit on the sofa and order pizza and fish and chips every night of the week. You know, this is to encourage people, anyone of any ability, to get out and enjoy the outdoors as best as you can. And these are the views that you're rewarded with. Look at that. Right, myself and Dan are going to have 5 minutes here. We've got some drinks and some snacks in my little day pack. And then we're going to head back down to the cars, and it'll be time for part 2 of today's video. We are now in the search for Bothy. You see, just down there on the roadside, myself and Dan have managed to get a park right on the shores of Thirlmere. And this is a secret bothy, it's a hidden bothy. It's one I have had a look for on Google Maps, but I've been unable to locate it. Now, last time I did a secret bothy, which was Wolf Cave, I did get a little bit of grief online for giving too many directions. So the hints that I've given you of where we've parked and by Thirlmere Reservoir is the only hints that I'm going to give you, as well as the fact that, as you can see, we're walking on a path, a gravel path, which is used for woodland management. You're quite excited about finding this bothy, aren't you, Dan?
Absolutely. I hope it's empty as well.
Yeah.
We've got us tents just in case, haven't we?
We have. We've both got tents with us, so in the unfortunate event, should there be somebody there, we do have a backup plan. It wouldn't be ideal because we are obviously very low, but fingers crossed we get the bothy, nobody else in, and we can make it home for the night. So myself and Dan will continue our search, and I'll bring you back once we've located it and we close. The usual walk to this bothy starts at Bothy car park, but I knew if we'd managed to get parked a little bit further down the reservoir we'd have a shorter walk, and that we most definitely have had. About a 10-15 minute walk from the car, and myself and Dan have found the hidden bothy at Thirlmere. You can see the road down there and the reservoir. We're in a beautiful little bit of woodland. You can see the woodland gravel road there. A little path comes off it. And here we are. It's a very small bothy. I knew it was going to be small, but they were not joking. There's probably going to be just enough room for myself and Dan to be comfortable. If there was a third person to join us and wanted to stay inside, you'd have to be very good mates. As you can see, the roof's got some lovely moss on it. And it's a sturdy build. It's in good shape. A little window on the outside. It's very dark inside. Luckily myself and Dan thought that would be the case, and we've both brought our bivvy lights with us. We'll try with the action cam first, but Dan's on big boy seat, isn't he?
Little boy being told off.
But yeah, look at this. It is very dark, like I say. But you can see fire pit there. We've got the coats hanging up. There's the window.
It's saying 6 foot by 12 foot.
Something like that, Dan. Yeah, I would say. And you can see some shelving there. A lovely view out the window. You can see reservoir and everything. And I've even got a mirror for my morning beauty regime. And it's a cracking little view out the door as well. I imagine once myself and Dan get the fire cooking in there, it's going to get very warm with it being so small. So we'll be able to sit with the door open in the warm, just looking out on this beautiful view. For now, myself and Dan are just going to make this lovely little bothy home for the night. We're going to get our cooking kit out, we're going to get our sleep kit down, we're going to get the fire going. And obviously once we get inside and we start to lose the light, I'm going to switch to my phone for recording. I've got a proper light for that, so you'll get a better look and a better feel for what Bothy looks like inside. So we'll see you then. It's now about 4:15 in the afternoon and we're starting to lose the light. So myself and Dan have been in this wee Bothy probably for an hour and a half, something like that. And we've made ourselves at home. Dan's just getting something to eat. We've got the fire set ready to go on and we can feel the temperature dropping. So I'll give you a little bit of a look around the place with some better light, and then we're going to light the fire, and then it'll be time for me to get some food on. There's Dan just finishing off his tea. What was that? Expedition Foods?
Fish and potatoes with pasta sauce. 1,000 calories.
What would you give it out of 10, mate?
8.
8 out of 10, you like that?
Thinking, yeah, I think it's a bit too sweet with the amount of sugar in it, but...
Well, like you say, that sugar and calories in there will help you out on a long trek, yeah?
Oh, definitely, yeah. But yeah, it's nice. I don't think a standard portion would do me very well.
Was that a double one, did you say?
Yeah, double portion.
Sweet. You can see there Dan's got some of his stuff on the shelves, but we've got a game of Connect 4 and some playing cards left behind, so we might have a game of Connect 4 later.
Not strip poker?
Well, we can have a game of strip poker if you want, mate. You see, just by Dan's rucksack, somebody's left some foam mats. Dan's got his sleeping mat down there. You can see I've got my bit of insulation foam ready to put my sleeping mat and my sleeping bag down. Just tucked in the corner on the few chairs, you can see I've got my Expedition Foods beef and potato hot pot for tea, and I've got a all day breakfast for the morning. My gas and my jet boil. Me 0% lager. Tactical Duck is very much looking forward to having the fire put on. If you know, you know. There's a little fireplace. You can see we've got it all set with some newspapers, some kindling and some logs on top. Here's a little bag of stuff that folk have left here, as well as the wood that I brought. If I go outside, you can see what I mean. We're starting to lose the light. It's looking very murky and moody. But it's a lovely location, this. Right, so there's a little look around the inside of this Bothy. As you can see, it is quite small, but it's going to be nice and cosy for myself and Dan tonight. So I'm going to think about getting some food on, getting this fire lit to get nice and warm, and really settle in for the night. There we go. We've got the fire going and it's really starting to warm up in here now. That's my food. Done its 10 minutes, so it's time to eat. It's been a little while since I've had Expedition Foods, but 800 kilocalories for a dehydrated meal is pretty good. And to be fair, I would have done some Mylar bags, but I was supposed to be down in Blackpool with Camping Dad Adam in the Wild and the English Woodsman this weekend. Unfortunately, Adam's got food poisoning while he was on holiday, so that's why myself and Dan have decided to come here today. So Adam, I hope you get well soon, mate. I'm looking forward to seeing you. Oh, it's nice and warm. I'm definitely ready for this as well. Like I say, it's really starting to warm up in here now. There's also the visual of the fire as well, which is always nice to have. Dan's just nipped back to the cars. He needed to go and get something. So I'm going to knock the camera off for now, go and finish my food. And once Dan's back, we'll show you a few more things before night. But I am looking forward to getting my head down. I'm quite tired. Right, we'll see you in a bit. Right guys, myself and Dan have been joined. We've been joined by Keith, that was at our Sherwood Forest Camp. What's your name, mate? Marty as well. So I'll just give you a quick look around. So there's Dan looking all cosy.
Oh, lovely.
Just got a blind Keith looking all like a bit of a caterpillar in there. And there's Marty just getting himself all set up. We've had a cracking night in here. We've had the fire roaring. As you can see, we've let the fire go out, so there's less chance of any kind of fumes getting us overnight. So yeah, the 4 of us are going to be really cosy in here. We're just getting ready to get our heads down. What time are we at now? It's coming up 8:30. So there's obviously going to be a bit more chit chat, but for now it's good night. Enjoy the drone footage and the photos I've got for you overnight, and we'll see you in the morning.
Spend a day looking blank out the window, all looks great in my tank. I'm stuck in limbo, nothing works in my head. I'm moving so slow, shadows lurk all around in my sorrow. Can't focus, I'm distracted, and I don't know what to do. Each time I try to get past it, in the end I think of you. Nothing's fine here without you. The sun won't shine till you come through, till you come back. I'm missing you. Can't help myself, I'm missing you. I can't stand this life alone. Don't make sense now that you're gone. Till you come back, I'm missing you. Can't help myself, I'm missing you. It's so hard to breathe when you're not here with me. And tough is still to live, I don't know how to be. In my lonely mind, I play the same movie. Everything's a mess, it's plain to see. It's so hard to breathe when you're not here with me. And tough is still to live, I don't know how to be. In my lonely mind, I play the same movie. Everything's a mess, it's plain to see. Before this, used to think I knew where to go. Now I see that there is so much I don't know. I lost count and my sense of direction. I am fighting against my own emotion. Can't focus, I'm distracted, and I don't know what to do. Each time I try to get past it, in the end I think of you. Nothing's fine here without you. The sun won't shine till you come through, till you come back. I'm missing you. Can't help myself, I'm missing you. I can't stand this life alone. Don't make sense now that you're gone. Till you come back, I'm missing you. Can't help myself, I'm missing you. You just take up all the space in my mind. Hey, I try to shake you up all of the time. Nothing's fine here without you. The sun won't shine till you come through, till you come back. I'm missing you. Can't help myself, I'm missing you. I can't stand this life alone. It don't make sense now that you're gone. Till you come back, I'm missing you. Can't help myself, I'm missing you.
Morning everyone. Safe to say, with 4 people inside this little bothy, it was a bit cosy last night, and there was definitely a little bit of, shall we say, heat venting going on. But nevertheless, the 4 of us have had a great night. We slept okay, the fire was out, and we're all toasty warm with our sleeping bags and sleeping mats. We've had coffee and a quick bite to eat, and it's still dark outside, so we're just about all packed up and ready to go. You can see the rucksacks there. I've got a few cans just there and down here somewhere, but they are all going to be going in that bag right there. So as always, and as it should be, we'll be leaving no trace. Once again, there'll be a link to Dan's channel in the description, so if you want to go and check Dan out, please do so. He's a great lad and he's a great channel. So I hope you've enjoyed this one as much as we all have. So once again, until next time, stay safe, much love from a Cumbrian lad.